八字算命术，雅称八字命理，是基于生辰八字推算的一门占卜术。向大家推荐一位研究八字命理20余年的道长，擅长八字算命、居家风水布局、灵符法事。道长微信：20882988。
On one side, based in Kamakura, the shogunate, a military dictatorship headed by the Hojo family. On the other side, based in Kyoto, Emperor Go-Daigo, a man hell-bent on destroying the Hojo dictatorship and restoring imperial power to the nation.
Since the time of the first shogun of Japan, the military dictator, the emperors have been relegated to being mere figureheads. They were effectively religious figures, but had no real power. Emperor Go-Daigo changed all that. He was young, he was vigorous, he was brave, he was well trained in the martial arts. He wanted to rule Japan as his ancestors had done.
In the year 1333, these two rival powers clash with the utmost brutality. Two distinctive skeletons immediately stand out. The experts believe the location of these skeletons in the mass graves indicates when they die. Locked in an intimate embrace, this enigmatic couple lie on the fringes of the mass grave. That suggests they perish in the first stages of the war.
This is a very evocative assemblage. What we have here are two skeletons that were buried together in one grave. This individual's bones are much more slender. This individual is much more robust. So this is a male, and this is a female.
The remains of a man and woman, lying together in a lover's pose, is a mystery 7 centuries old.
We've also been able to determine that they're both of similar age, probably between the age of 25 to 35. Possibly they died pretty much at the same time, perhaps side by side. This could be husband and wife.
The wound marks on both skeletons match the unique style of a samurai sword fight. Samurai duels involve a ceremony of precise strikes that one by one bring an opponent to his knees.
This individual's body has got very, very nasty and vicious injuries.
Tension between the Hojo military dictatorship and the emperor escalates to all-out civil war. This Hojo samurai, his wife, and most probably their child, live outside the Kamakura stronghold. Without the protection of the city's walls, they're exposed to attack. Historian Tom Conlon uncovers contemporary illustrations that show the threat they face.
This image shows a night attack, and I think what's remarkable about this is because you see a depiction of a very intense encounter forcibly entering the house and attacking this family.
Danger looms for this family. A samurai assassin serving the Japanese emperor is on a stealth mission by night, camouflaging himself in the black armor of the Hojo themselves.
We know that they didn't die in an accident because they have some very, very nasty and vicious injuries, particularly the male.
The ritual of a samurai sword duel begins.
It's a very stylized, ritualized type of fighting, and very brutal as well.
Was thought to be almost an autonomous area. The idea of protecting the house, I think, was a central thing to protecting these lands, so it had to be defended at all costs.
Fighting to protect his family. This man's duel is an opening skirmish in a war for the future soul of Japan. The Hojo samurai suffers his first wound, a katana blow to his left arm.
This bone is known as the radius. It's the bone that runs along this part of the arm and joins into the thumb. And he has a series of very deep gashes. There's a sharp force trauma inflicted by a sword, and these are very heavy blows that have cut through soft tissue and sliced into the bone.
Cutting through the Hojo samurai's arm and deep into his bone. It's a classic defensive wound. Slashes to the defending arm render it useless, but aren't lethal. The Hojo samurai battles single-handed. His opponent